Welcome back! Here's the tutorial on how to do ANGELCORE. This song you were listening to was made by me and Shadowflex. Make sure to check out Shadowflex as well, he's got a new banger out just now. So overall this looks way more complex than the other songs I have covered in my tutorials, but on its core it's just as simple as the other ones. We basically have three layers. We have a melody layer, we have a bass layer, and of course we got drums. And as simple as that, that's the whole thing. So let's cover our synth, which is basically the main part of ANGELCORE. If you want to have great sounds and want to support us, me and my little brother, we put together an ANGELCORE drum kit with amazing sounds. We have ambience, which you will hear in the bridge, other ambiances, we got bass shots, we got hi-hats, kicks, and all the other stuff you will need. And of course, we also made 4 different synths and rendered them out so that you don't need any other plugins to use them. So you can just use these and create your own fire songs. So if you want to support us, check it out, first link in the description, or I'll pin it in the comments as well. So the main synth in this song is just that simple sound. It just sounds like a voice actually. And if you put on all the effects, you have this sound. Let's listen to it on its own. Now turn off distortion and see what happens. That's everything. And other things like OTT and reverb, they are important as well because they boost the sound to make it sound way better. And the rest is just tiny adjustments, not too heavy impact. So here's the full melody. As simple as that. Next up, we have the bass. Let's look on this layer first. We got this sound. And this is the pattern. Pretty simple. Now without the mix, way more low end. We cut out the low end to make space for sub bass. The sub bass, same simple pattern, just sounds like that. You can hear already the kickstart on it to have this bouncy, sidechainy effect. There we go. Then as well on the sub bass, just some EQing, some OTT, and some decapitator for distortion. This bass got OTT as well. We have a little bit reverb, you can see it right here. It's reduced by like 95%. Then we got an EQ and we got another EQ. If you listen carefully to this bass, these frequencies really need to stick out more, so this is why they have the boost at these positions. So in solo, without, you can really hear that these mid frequencies got boosted pretty well. And obviously there is no general rule of when or how to boost frequencies. It really depends on which other sounds you're using in your song. Then the last bass layer is a Reese, just a simple Reese. That's it. Then we have these really simple drums, simple kick. We layered multiple claps. This is the mix without. Pretty dry. So Shadowflex made these nice hi-hats. Dry, they sound like this. Just simple hi-hats, and you can hear they are panned. This is done by this plugin, and the compressor just sets it better in the mix, and it's not too loud and a noise, but it's just subtle in the back. You can hear the difference. here also some reverb, EQing, boost on these frequencies, and then at the end cut out all the low frequencies so that this layer doesn't mess around with all the mid frequencies of the bass and all the other layers. This often happens when reverb adds up, and if we turn off this one, as you can see, here's so much mud around there, and if we turn it on, this is all clean. So this is why this EQ is there. So keep in mind, if you add reverb, there's a very high chance that low end will appear again, especially if you don't use the low cut on your reverb. This is it for all the instruments. Then we just have this nice vocal. You can take whatever vocal you want, play around with reverb and other plugins, cut your own cool vocal together. So if you look at the bridge, for example, I took this vocal from Splice. I cut it, like many vocal chops, to achieve this nice pad or vocal chop, you could say. And this sounds pretty dope in my opinion. So I have them here without effects. It's very dry. So the most important thing here is reverb to create this wide atmosphere. So Valhalla Shimmer here obviously is a really cool plugin. If you don't have it, just use a normal reverb and put the decay, a fruity reverb for example, and make a long decay. So you create that big room. You can also play around with the size to make it more a large room and a wide ambience. And then you have to play around with the wet knob. You might go high here as well. So we got some delay here on as well, and some panning, and some wave shaping just to boost really all this shit. And obviously you don't need all this. You can just experiment and honestly load on some plugins, try what they do, put on some reverb, put on some delay, click through the delay presets and just try out what sounds cool and create your own cool ambiances. Some build up, we chopped up the melody like this. This is it. And of course, downlifters, here, risers, like that, or this part. What I did here is I used the vocal we have and I made one of these unique. You go here and then make unique. And by that you don't affect the other vocal you had, and you can pitch this, for example. What I did is I panned it to the left and the other one I panned it to the right. And this creates this cool effect. Perfect. And if you layer it with a bunch of other sounds, you get this. And if you want to know how to get this cool reversed melody effect, you can watch my tutorial about a song like Ritmo de Verão, and I show it there. And for mastering, it's not too big of a deal. It's louder and wider, and that's what you want to do with mastering. Here's Ozone with these settings. Fresh air to boost highs. Then some EQing. I think this is actually an automation clip, and all these are all automation clips to create different effects and build-ups. For example, this effector fades in this bass slowly. And it's basically just a high cut automation, like this. So if you want to automate this knob, just put on the master a parametric EQ2 and then right click on this one, right click, create automation clip, and that's it. So here, for example, you hear that stutter. It's a gross beat preset. This preset. and we automated it. So you just put on grow speed and automate this knob. Right click, create automation clip, and you're ready to go. So that's it. Here are 2 other very cool tutorials. Check these out if you like this one. Have fun with the final results. Put feedback in the comments, questions. I'll try to answer everything, and enjoy.